Welcome back to No Sticks, No Bricks and another virtual 360-degree RV park tour. This time we are just outside of Florence, Oregon at 1,000 Trails South Jetty. So I'm gonna take you around, show you around the campground, let you look around. Here we go. All right, guys, right to my right here is the road that you'll use to access the RV park, and the 101 is right behind me, like maybe a quarter mile down the road. Straight in front of me is a national dunes area where you can take four-wheelers and go play in the sand. It's pretty cool. And then the ocean is only like 1.5 miles to 2 miles down the road. So pretty good location here. All right, so here is the beginning of the park, and I want to show you the dump station right away. As you exit, there's actually 2 different areas where you can dump. One right next to each other. But when you first get here, you're going to go to the right lane where this big truck is sitting right here. And that is what you're going to use to check in. And then you got your ranger station right to the left here. And they're delivering some ice. So we're going to squeeze right through here. And we're going to start off in section C. C is in Charlie. This section is mostly 30 amp sites with water, but no sewer. There are a couple sites in this section that have sewer, but mostly it's just power and water. It's a very wooded RV park. It's really nice. Just be prepared though, it is a lot cooler in the RV park than it seems to be right outside the RV park, just because of all the trees. You know, not a lot of sun gets in here. So it does keep it quite cool. Alright, so this is a little bit of a steep hill right here in section Charlie. Not really a big rig friendly section, but if you do have some smaller rigs, that'd be a good place to go. To my left is restrooms and shower house for both men and women. To my right you have some cabins. And for reference, you've got Charlie 25 directly to my right here at this cabin. And then I also have yurts. There's one off to my right there, a couple off to my right, and to my left. It's a little bit steep getting in and out of this section. Some more yurts off to my left here. Charlie 32 to my left for reference. So that name of that road to my left is called Steep Road, appropriately. Right in front of me here is the laundry facility and also the offices of the 1,000 Trails workers, where you can, you know, upgrade your packages and that kind of stuff. But laundry is directly to my right here, and they do have the app where you can pay with the app. All right, so now we're gonna go into section A as an alpha, and this section here is where you're gonna find your 30 and 50 amp full hookup sites with sewer. So you got sites, let's see what we got here. So alpha 6 directly to my left for reference, then alpha 7. This section does seem to have a few big rigs in it, but when we arrived here with our 44-foot toy hauler, they basically directed us to section E. That's the most big rig friendly section. E is an Echo, but this section does have a few sites that would accommodate big rigs. Site Alpha 20 directly to my left for reference. And that road up there to my left is an employees only road. And this will actually go into section Bravo, but Bravo is a very, very small section. Here's Alpha 27 directly to my left. We're gonna go ahead and take this left. That turns into Bravo to my right, but there's only a handful of sites for Section Bravo, and it's basically just like Section Alpha. So these are all tent sites right here in Section Bravo. Howdy. It does not appear that any of those sites have any electric or water or anything. How you doing, sir? Still in Bravo with the tent sites. And then we end up coming right back out to the beginning. All right, so directly in front of me is a newly remodeled lodge area. So it's basically the recreation area. Go in front of that and show you what that looks like. It's pretty nice. Very Pacific Northwestist. Is that even a word? I don't even know. But it kind of reminds us of Alaska. It's kind of cabin look to it, but newly remodeled here just a few months ago or a couple years ago or something like that, but fairly new. It's pretty nice inside. And then right behind that is the pool, which is heated and it has 2 hot tubs. So there's the pool to my right and the hot tub on each corner at the far end. As you can see, there's boats and trailers lined up right here. This is where you're gonna park your boat or trailer or any kind of extra vehicle or trailer that you may have. And they also have pickleball courts that are fairly new. It looks like they're kind of working on their basketball court still. I don't see a hoop. They do have the pole up, but this is all pretty new here. And then off to my right is a new playground area. This really looks really new. Within the last year or so. And all the way back here is just kind of like a little picnic area with a fire pit. And that road here to my left just takes you right back to Section Alpha and Bravo that we already went through. Lots of speed bumps in this park, like most RV parks. All right, so now we're getting in Section Delta. D is in Delta. We got D2 and D1 right here next to me. So this is D2 right here. And then you get up to D3. Sites are a little bit smaller and they are kind of right on the main road. Really probably wouldn't recommend these ones. But at least this part of the road is paved, so you wouldn't have as much dust. Once you get up here, you'll see it turns to gravel and then it's pretty dusty. So that would be one advantage of being in that little section right there. And we're gonna go up to, take this little road up here. There's another lodge up here. And a couple RV sites back here as well. So this is also part of Section D as in Delta. D13 directly to my left here for reference. That looks like a seasonal site. And there's a dumpster there for Section D. This site right here to my left would be perfect if you're RVing with friends, because it's kind of a double site, nothing really in between the 2 sites. I'll let you know what those site numbers are on our way back because I didn't catch them. But we do have to turn around up here, so we'll get them. And there to my left is another lodge that does have Wi-Fi in it. And this road is basically a dead end. The horseshoe pits to my right, and then there is another site right here to my right. It looks, I think that's a seasonal site. There was an RV in there the other day. Looks like there's some more trailer parking up here as well. And then there is a miniature golf course directly to my right outside the park. It's not part of the park. We have not checked that out yet. Looks neat though. Another good thing about this park is right when you turn off the 101, there is an RV parts and RV dealer right there. So they got a fairly decent selection of RV parts as well as some consignment parts. So you might be able to pick up something cheap that's used. So as I said before, this is a very popular park for four-wheeling because of the sand dunes. All right, so these site numbers here that are right next to each other looks like Delta 18 and I would guess 17. Yeah, so Delta 17 and 18 right there. That would be the perfect buddy site. Alright, so we're gonna get out of Delta section and head to Echo section, E. And that's where we're currently at, because again, that's where they directed us with the big rig. Alright. This is section E, and there are roughly about 215 sites or so in this park. And you got site 184, 182 directly to my right for reference. And this is another park, like my last video where we talked about the wastewater areas that Harris Beach State Park had. Well, this park has the same thing. So you can see to my right, it's a place where you can dump your gray water or dishwater or whatever. No black water though, I don't believe is allowed. And directly in front of us is some more restrooms and shower house. Dumpster to my right. Another wastewater disposal to my right. There are a few sites that are closed right now because of flooding. They had a bunch of rain in the last couple months. Right now it's mid-June, well, end of June, and apparently April, May was very, very wet in this area. And so some of the sites, as you can see, it's like some mud to my left there. Some of these sites have standing water in them, and that's not good for mosquitoes. The mosquitoes aren't too bad here unless you're around the standing water, then they're kind of bad. Howdy. We got site 166 and 164 directly to my right for reference. And again, as you can see, obviously it's very shaded. Starlink, where we're at, is working again, okay, because it's a lot of trees again. But it does go in and out. To my right is a field that has a volleyball court and a picnic table and a little dog area. It's kind of a play area. Directly in front of me is another bathroom, shower house. So like a lot of the Thousand Trails parks, each section has their own shower house, restroom area. Moving right along. Got some more cabins up here off to my right. These are some pretty nice sites here that's kind of on a corner, so got a nice backdrop in the back. 140 and 142 directly to my right. Here's a kind of a little hidden feature about this campground. There's another dump station right here in front of me, a little bit to my right. So that is a good location to take your Blue Boy, because a lot of these sites in section E do not have sewer hookups. I'd say most of the sites in this park do not have sewer. So, you know, if you have to run the Blue Boy back and forth, you don't have to take it all the way to the dump station. You can dump it right there. Dog park directly to my right here. And then a dumpster as well. Site 136 directly to my right for reference. Section, I keep saying section, site. Here's our rig on the right here, large Marge and the big old 450. Site 124 is the one we're in right now. And this road to my left, I guess we're down this road. There's another dumpster down this road here. This is still section E. So E 196 directly to my left. Here's one of the sites I was talking about that's closed because of the standing water. These two sites right here, and the trail that links the two sites, or the two sections. So it's a fairly good sized RV park. Like I said, it's got about, I think, 214 sites is what the map shows, plus cabins and yurts, tent sites, that kind of stuff. As you can see, the electrical company's out here doing some work. All right, now we're back to the beginning of the road. Let's see. More of section E here. 165 directly to my right for reference. And then this comes out to the main road that'll take you all the way out of the park. This is a really nice site here to my right. It's really wide. Not sure what number that is. I think I went by it. But it's an Echo, and right across of it is Echo 114. Another wastewater disposal right there. Another site to my left that's blocked off because of flooding, but looks like it's getting pretty close. Just in the week that we've been here, we haven't had any rain, and it's dried up quite a bit. There was a lot more water when we got here a week ago. And that's pretty much it, guys. That concludes this 360-degree video. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, hitting the like button, and share it with all your friends. And until next time, safe travels.